on a giant screen with the few colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading
It's
about.
showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
We're delighted to have you with us. They're driving theater.
You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment.
Is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Good evening, everyone. It is another Monday. It is January 12th. It's still January 2026. We're here in the studio. Thanks for joining us. This is the Drive-In Speaker Box Podcast. I'm your host, Bo, the Boom Operator.
I'm Slick Doggy the Grip.
And we're here, man. We're back in the studio. We're here to tell you guys about movies and things related to movies and news and maybe movies that we saw in theaters or what's coming out in theaters that we want to see and all of these things that we've been doing for years and years and years. And yeah, if you've been tuning in to the pre-show over on Twitch, we do this live every week. Vince over on Twitch, just a stunning 54-month sub. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And if you want to get in on that, all that live stream action, if you're just downloading this podcast so you can listen to it on the go, that's fine. That's cute, whatever. But when we talk about all these things that are in the comments, this is a live show. You know, we're recording it live. Just like Bill O'Reilly said, F it, we're doing it live, and we do it every week live. So you can get in on our link tree. You can find wherever it is you like to tune in live, and it restreams a magical thing. So thanks for joining us. So let's jump in. I didn't see any new movies at the theater because they all sucked.
Dude, the lineup in the movie theater was
bad. I didn't want to go see Primate, even though I've been reading reviews going, it's so terrifying. Nothing about Bubbles gone wrong.
Dude, I'm telling you, chimpanzees go for fingers and genitals first, like face, fingers, genitals. Man, that's scary.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. And then, you know, there was the Housemaid or whatever that
that's been out.
Very boring. That's still out. That looked boring. Avatar's still out. I didn't want to see that. Yeah, there's just like slim ass pickings. But there's some movies coming out this week that I might want to check it out. And yeah, we'll do that. For those of you that Vince just pointed out on Twitch, he goes, "Give the address for the link tree, you idiot." And I said, "Oops," but it's www. Remember when everybody was like http://www.drivingspeakerbox.com.
Yeah.
And
what'sgoodguy.org.
http:// yeah, you know, www World Wide Web .fart. Yeah, so doodoopp.org.
Pizza.
Now, yeah, it is .pizza. Doodoopp.pizza, I think, can redirect you to something Driving Speaker Box related. I think I still own that. I'm pretty sure I do. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, there wasn't much at the movie theater. So, but news, there was some cool trailers that dropped. Did you see the Death of Robin Hood trailer?
No, I saw
Jackman?
that. I saw that it was a thing, but I didn't get the chance to watch the trailer.
It's like if Logan were Robin of Locksley.
I could have guessed that just by looking at it and reading the things. It was like, it's rated R and it's crazy. Like, what if Robin Hood was just brutal? And I was like,
he's like, and
okay.
he protects a young girl. But it looks kind of fun, you know. I mean, most of the iterations of the Robin Hood tale that we've all watched are like, you know, I'm a handsome do-gooder and I'm robbing from the rich to give to the poor. And this one's like, you know, I'm old and I killed a lot of people, and maybe they were bad and maybe they weren't. I don't know, but he's like mentally paying for his crimes, and then of course like one last job. You know, I'm just trying to escape the world and be sad, and then this like little girl needs protecting on, and he's like, well, I'm the guy to do it, and
there's that Taron Egerton one too where he's just like Batman.
Oh, yeah, like Batman, Robin Hood. Yeah, Terrence. Yeah. Which one was that called, like Hood or something?
Yeah, because it was like he fought on the mean streets of the Crusade where he learned how to be real good at a bow and arrow. And then he comes back and he trains with Jamie Foxx, who's a guy who he shot with an arrow.
Was that the one that was directed by Guy Ritchie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because that sounds like, oh, mate, we on these hard streets. Someone shoot you with an arrow.
Yeah, because he comes back to his town and his mansion's all boarded up. It's been taken over and everyone's having to work in the mines. And he's like, not while the hood is on the watch. And then people start putting up all the posters like, the hood's going to get us. The hood's going to save everyone.
Oh, mate, crikey.
Yeah,
Australia,
just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, yeah. I mean, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's
yeah,
like,
maybe that's how he'll do it.
Crikey, mate. I'm Robin of Locksley.
Dude, I'll tell you what, dude. If you would have had Paul Hogan as Robin Hood in the '90s and you didn't change his accent at all, I would have been on board.
Sold. Sign me up
I'd be like,
immediately.
okay, yeah.
What was it? I'm just thinking of like, good day, Friar Tuck, and they're just like going on walkabout to go to steal from the rich.
Yeah, man. I mean, they Paul Hogan did Lightning Jack, and he was in the Old West, and
He's like,
didn't even. It was reverse Quigley Down Under.
it's like, I don't need an arrow. I've got a donk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought that was cool. There was, let's see, there was another.
Donk is Lil Jon. See, we're writing it. We're writing Crocodile Dundee Robin Hood right now.
It's done. But yeah, that I don't need to see. But sequels that I do need to see. That there wasn't a trailer dropped, but there was a
Instagram announcement.
I think you know what I'm about to talk about. Something that despite seeing Jackass Forever and they're going, we're not going to do this anymore. The one thing that generally changes people's minds is large amounts of money. So Jackass 5 announced. So the world needs a little Jackass, I think. So I'm happy about this. I think that this is, they're going to have to be very, very careful with how they handle themselves and this franchise, because I think that there's still a demand for idiots hurting themselves on camera. But, obviously Jackass Forever almost killed Johnny Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's a bunch of 60-year-olds running around getting kicked in the wieners.
They're that old now?
Yeah,
They're not
dude.
that old.
They're like, yes.
50s.
They're all way older than me, because I remember they were older than me when I was watching them as a teenager.
Yeah, I remember I was there too, yeah.
And, Al Topajon on Twitch says Jackass has always been quality cinema. And the thing about it is like, I know people think like, oh, it's really dumb, it's lowbrow, and it is, but there is something beautifully raw and creative and DIY. And Knoxville's 54, so yeah, almost 60. But Jackass kind of represented an era in filmmaking, like the skateboard videos, the Jackass itself, CKY, all these things where people were just running and gunning with camcorders and just doing it, and they very much continue to like embody that sort of anti-establishment sort of like do-it-yourself, even though they're all like corporate sellouts basically now. But even Jackass Forever still had a lot of heart, because it's a bunch of dudes that just really like each other. And they're doing this because it's fun for them. And there's something very engaging and heartwarming about watching Johnny Knoxville and all those dudes just have fun together. Even though they're like shitting in each other's mouths and like having wieners with scorpions on it and stuff like this. There is something wholesome. It's ridiculously wholesome because they all do it with love.
You took so many of their bits and amalgamated them into different things to make it worse than it probably was. That movie's coming out soon too. It's slated for June 26th. Yeah. So that's wild.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
To just be like, oh, by the way, we've been doing this. It'll be out in 5 months.
And I mean, how powerful is it? Like, everybody on the planet, when you hear, bow, 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 you immediately know. You're like, oh, that's Jackass. You know. But yeah, pretty excited about that. Amidst a whole bunch of things that I never get excited about. Like, they're just always like, oh, well, yeah, here's another movie about a murder monkey. Here's a Sebastian Stan's going to be Two-Face. All right. Whoa, cool. Oh, guess what? People are watching Tron Ares on streaming.
Is that what it was? I totally skipped all of that Batman news. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And so Bucky will be Two-Face?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I hope they do Two-Face better than they did with the Dark Knight, the whole like, you know, he was a cool dude and he was a hard-nosed politician and he's gonna get him, and then he's like in the hospital, he's like, leave me alone. He's so mad that his face is messed up. Like
Tommy Lee Jones, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I think Tommy Lee Jones just nailed it for me.
Yeah, have him be like animated series Two-Face though, where he's just like clearly shattered psyche, like crazy guy. But also
animated series Two-Face, because he's like kind of slick but also kind of insane.
Yeah. And the different sides like take over, like in the comic books where people find out who Batman is, and Two-Face is like, you think I don't know? Well, here's the thing. We all know who Batman is, and not one of us is going to say it, because as soon as he snaps, he's going to kill all of us. He's like, listen, if my crazy ass don't want people to know, like, come on, man. Yeah, Two-Face can be really cool in the Batman stories, so maybe they'll do it right. Maybe he'll be more Two-Face instead of Harvey Dent. You know, it's like I was watching a Godzilla movie the other day, like one of the Japanese, like Toho Godzillas. You get to see Godzilla in the first, like, 4 seconds of the movie, and then from there on it's like Godzuki and Space Godzilla and like all of these things. Yeah, and it was like, oh, this is why I want to watch Godzilla. And then you see the Lionsgate ones, and like, what if for like 7 hours you just don't, and you see the mist that comes off of his toes, and then they're like, and at the very end he goes, meow. And it's like, come on, man. And they're like, yeah, but the whole movie focuses on people and what they're doing, and it's like, get the hell out of here, dude. No one, like, I want to see Two-Face. I don't want to see Harvey Dent. I want to see Two-Face.
That's why we got there. Like, the whole movie is just build up for him going, meh.
Yeah, then it's the end. Yeah.
Isn't that what they kind of did with Black Knight, where it was like, oh, what's his face? It like burned up, and then he goes, and he's in the hospital. He goes, for out.
You said Black Knight, and I was immediately thinking Martin Lawrence.
Black Knight. Oh my God,
that's Black Knight.
Can we remake that, please?
Don't remake. You don't remake something.
No,
that's that good
just
the first time.
Let's just make a sequel. Martin Lawrence is still alive.
Yeah,
let's just like get. He goes back in time, and it's what if they did like a feudal, like a samurai Black Knight, where it's Black Samurai, but instead of like Afro Samurai, it's just Martin Lawrence, and he goes back into feudal Japan. He's like, wow!
Bring back the 90s medieval time travel genre.
Can we?
With like a kid in King Arthur's court. And
Can we,
Black Knight, and there was some other one that was a thing.
That reminds me, in the comments, I saw it drown into the comments there, but I wanted to acknowledge it. Vince over on Twitch said something about the Pauly Shore test tape with Bill and Ted. It was pretty good. But that was before Pauly Shore ever, like, that was proto Pauly Shore before he ever had a career. From what I read about those tapes, he was still very, very green. But yeah, anyway, good stuff. Bill and Ted.
Talking medieval stuff, medieval-ish stuff. I guess Ian McKellen confirmed, because of everyone already knew, that Frodo and Gandalf will definitely be sharing a screen at the same time in Quest for Gollum or whatever, which was for some reason big news here as we approach the weekend with the re-release of the extended edition Lord of the Rings in the movie theater.
I know they can't see my excitement on Spotify, but it's there.
It's wild that stuff like that. They're like, hey, I know that everyone's been talking about it for a long time, but it's now definitely confirmed. There's someone out there that's like hardcore Lord of the Rings movies more than the rest of us, because who doesn't like Lord of the Rings movies?
I know plenty of people that make Lord of the Rings their sort of personality, right? But that's getting harder and harder to do. It's kind of like Star Wars. It's the Star Warsification of a thing that we all love, and then the more of it that we get, the more watered down and less sacred it becomes, and it just sucks.
You know, Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy is for sure stepping down. I'm doing very big air quotes.
Wasn't she doing that in 2018
Yeah,
too?
It's been a couple of times. Then she always goes, wrong, the bitch is back, and starts hitting it, and everyone just groans in unison. So she's... definitely, certainly, for sure, stepping down. And now Dave Filoni, because of course, and then someone named Lynwyn Brennan, who's the president.
That's
and
a lot of words. That
something
rhyme.
or another of Lucasfilm. She was like a
Lynn Brennan.
she was like an accountant / CGI person at
Which
Pixar.
means she's perfectly qualified for
Who
the job.
climbed up the ranks to be president of Lucasfilm or something. So Filoni will be there to be like, oh, then I have this idea, and then this happens in Star Wars, and this, and then she's probably like, the money doesn't allow it, and he goes, bah. And then the two of them will butt heads, and then Kathleen Kennedy will be sitting at Dave Filoni's desk, and she's like, now tell him to do this, and he's like, yes, my master. You know,
You want this,
yeah.
don't you?
She's gonna be there as the undying Palpatine from Episode 9.
Will she be like that creepy, like splice head?
the big one?
That's like, I'm Palpatine Plus.
The
and-
clone vat dude,
Yeah.
who got chopped in half by Kylo Ren, and everyone's like, well, that was a disappointing.
But he already
Snoke.
had like a
Snoke. That's what he was called.
Snooky. And he's already had like a half sawed in face thing, and
That'll be her. Yeah, she'll be that, but also the Palpatine at the end of 6 and 9, where she's just like lightning fingers all the time, and then like it's like the
and it's like picking up the good ideas and like throwing them over.
yeah, she'll have like the last copy of like the last good idea for Star Wars, and she's like, you want this? Reach out with your mind,
with your hate.
Yeah, and then she just
Our greed is like, reach out with your greed.
Yeah,
Become one with the dark side of the Disney.
you see Dave Filoni in that like Darth Vader chamber where it puts the helmet on his brain, but it's this dumbass cowboy hat thing that he wears. Yeah, that like
He
stupid
spins
safari.
around. He's like
Yeah.
a burger.
And then they're like, Star Wars is this total shit. And then everyone's like, but we want it back for the fans. And he's just like force chokes them. And he's
Your lack of greed disturbs me.
Yeah. Like, he's like, ancient religion, horse crap. Yeah. So, anyhow, maybe Kathleen Kennedy's going away and we can have real Star Wars that we're having fun with right now.
Yes.
Because you can't
'Cause it
have
used
fun
to
with
be
Star Wars
fun.
anymore.
Like,
yeah.
who's referencing, like, oh, yeah, that time where Grogu went, Googa? Like, yeah, we're not doing that. We've seen
Dude,
it 5,000 times.
The rise and sudden fall of like the whole Mandalorian Grogu thing is hilarious.
and there's a whole movie.
because everyone, movie coming out that you have no faith in at all, and
No.
no one wants. Star Wars sucks. It's awful.
It's garbage.
You know what? Talking about cloaked black figures, there was something interesting, actually, really interesting from movie stuff that's Disney adjacent, kind of, because
Okay.
they're the distributor in the U.S. for the films. Hayao Miyazaki. He was on Japanese TV. He was
As a
on
cloaked black figure?
No. He was talking about Kawanashi. He was talking about No Face because he was asked on their TV show, Today Roadshow, or Friday Roadshow, and they asked him about No Face. They're like, so what is No Face? Like, who is No Face? And he said that what No Face is
Disney.
that, yeah, he said that he said that everyone knows a No Face. They're people that like hang on and they linger and they drag on you because they have no self-identity and they have to obtain that identity by latching on to someone else, which is why No Face was there, and he was like and all he did was copy what other stuff did, and he ate the frog and he became the frog, and he does all of the other stuff because he has no face of his own. So his only way to identify himself is to take over other people's stuff. We should gatekeep the stuff we like. That's my own personal opinion, and maybe not necessarily shared by the other members of the Drive-In Speaker Box. But, we've talked about how fandoms and religions and things are really the same thing. And when these things are under attack and taken from us. Star Wars.
It goes back to the saying, like, is nothing sacred anymore?
Yeah,
and
it's not.
We've had that conversation. It's like, these things are sacred. These are sacred stories. And if you go back, thousands and thousands of years ago, to where people were telling these sacred stories of whatever it is. I don't know, the Bible maybe, or just any kind of folklore. You know, Beowulf and the story of Amaterasu bringing the fucking island out of the ocean and creating Japan. No one's like, you know what? Let's totally reimagine that. And you're like, no, this is a sacred tale. This is a legendary story that is just passed down. We're not gonna like sex it up for a new generation. Like, no, you come up with new tales. And so as we have progressed as a society, these are our folklore tales. These are the things that are sacred to us in their own special way. And so when you just kick them down, rip the mouth open, and pee down the throat, and you go, well, it's new, baby. You're like, no, it's not. It's you're ruining something that's sacred. Yeah, we could wax philosophically about that forever.
In that vein, we are getting some sequels.
I don't know why it turned into a golden shower situation. Maybe I've been watching the Diddy stuff.
You talk about pooping and peeing inside of
Jackass,
someone's mouth.
Diddy.
So we're getting sequels to things that no one knew they wanted, or probably still does not want, but you're probably getting them anyhow.
Yeah.
One of those being the Jay and Silent Bob Store Wars. So there's going to be a third independent Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Okay.
And
I mean, I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I guess in Clerks
I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm not mad about it.
I didn't realize Clerks 3 was a thing. Maybe I just forgot Clerks 3 was a thing.
It was.
They started a dispensary, and this one is that there's a rival dispensary that they're going against, and they have some sort of rivalry where Jay and Silent Bob, Blunt Man and Chronic, they got to have the best dispensary in town or something like that. So Kevin Smith confirmed that that's going to be a thing.
Speaking of Kevin Smith, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, I don't know if you've read about this, but, you know,
they're the comic book, they're the Angels.
Well, they are the Angels in Dogma, kind of, you know, really propelled them as a duo on screen. But, you know, they created a company, a filmmaking company a while back. And I'm trying to remember, it was called like Artist Equity. It's their studio that they've done. And they formed it in 2022. And a lot of it was about like, how do we really support the people that make films, right? You know, it's not a studio that's run a little differently. It's more not so top down. But they are in a new movie together called The Rip, and it is it's a new action movie. But they are negotiating things with Netflix that's unlike anything anybody's ever done in streaming before, and it could potentially change the way that studios and actors and filmmakers and crew get paid. Because this is something we've talked about on the Drive and Speed Rocks before. One of the reasons that you know, I think that the streaming industry is kind of okay with the death of theaters is because theatrical releases are a lot of the ways that some of these actors and crews negotiate pay on the back end off of box office totals, right? And so if the movie does really, really well and earns a whole lot of money, and it's like, okay, well, I get 1% on the back end or 4% on the back end or whatever. So they get these, you know, they get a piece of the action. And with streaming, all of that stuff is behind closed doors. The metrics, how much money it actually generates for the company, they don't have to share that shit. And they don't. And it's been a big problem for some of these you know, executive producers or actors or whatever that are negotiating these terms. And they go, well, it was only in a theater for a day, didn't make a whole lot of money, but so you don't get shit. But now we're putting it over to Netflix because we own that, and it's #1 for 17 weeks on Netflix. So what they're doing is, as opposed to kind of agreeing to all upfront payments, they are doing this sort of scale that is based on viewership, like streaming goals. So they've actually negotiated with Netflix to be like, okay, well, if it hits certain viewership thresholds, everybody involved in the movie, you know, there's like 1,200 cast and crew members, you know, on this thing. They're all going to get a piece of this action depending on if it hits certain viewership thresholds with Netflix. And that's kind of a huge thing because Netflix is a monster company. And I think Netflix Chief Content Officer Bella Baharia said they want to be in business with Matt and Benner and are willing to kind of think outside the box because they're so entrepreneurial and progressive, and seeing if that could maybe, get some of Hollywood to not hate them so much, because I think a lot of you see it when you go to the theater. You see these bumps where actors are going, "Hey, thanks for coming to the theater," because what they're not saying is "fuck streaming," and they're going, "We really appreciate you taking the time to come to this theater and watch this movie."
It's true.
Which is code word for please put a pants on and come see this movie.
Tom Cruise has personally thanked me for watching 4 or 5 movies. Yeah, because I'm sitting in the theater and he's like, thanks.
But I also think that this is important in the midst of Netflix trying to acquire Warner Brothers, and because that would really disrupt the movie industry hugely, and I think that this is really 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 important. So watch the rip, check it out, because if this deal goes forward and this movie is popular, then it might show some of these idiot executives.
They might have done it on a different movie.
Well, I'm just saying, just watch this movie, and maybe they will do it on a different movie.
Speaking of the Netflix thing, diverting from my sequel jive here real quick, you see that Paramount is so pissed. They are capital letter pissed. Yeah, they're like, oh, this is unlawful. It's just not right. It's illegal. Because they're not the ones that are winning it. If they were winning it,
they'd be like, everything's fine. Don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah, so at this moment right now, Paramount is kicking and screaming and throwing in the biggest fit they can about the whole Netflix WB thing. They're like, I just can't even believe it. It's illegal. How could you even do it?
How could you even consider taking more money after we offered less money?
Yeah, I just wait for the orange man to be up there with his double dick fist, yelling about Netflix
and once he gets a piece of the action
address. Yeah, it's like address of the union, and he's all like, Netflix, money.
Terrible company. Nobody watches it. Only the worst content. Did you see season 5 of Stranger Things? It was very strange. Didn't like it. No one cares.
It's going to be just like that. Melania told me I'm double dicking too much. But people love it. People love it. I'm going to double dick.
People like Paramount. Been in business a long time. Know those guys. Great movie makers. Netflix, garbage.
Yeah, I stayed at the Dutton Ranch. It's a nice ranch.
It's a nice ranch.
Yeah. It's just wait. So
I know Vince loves it when we do our Trump impressions on the show.
Maybe I should try on one here in a bit. I can't. I'm not even.
What, doing an Orange Man?
I don't have it in me to put full
it's the
effort.
Hands. You got to get the hands.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, I can.
They really help.
I can do a good one. I don't have that full effort in me at the moment for that. You know what? Though. You know what? Screw the sequel thing. We'll get back to it in a minute. Other controversial figures that people think are friggin' assholes. I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not. Did you see it?
Oh, my God.
Did you watch it?
No, I've seen clips, though. Holy shit.
It's really good. Hey, I could talk about that one, too.
The clips make him look like everybody knows he's a piece of shit. But
all of his friends and family refer to him as the words piece of shit or what an asshole. That's his friends and family, the people that really enjoy having him around.
I've watched documentaries on Saturday Night Live and interviews, and they're like, Chevy Chase was the worst. He was like the worst guy, but he was hilarious.
Yeah,
and it's the problem.
So there's a documentary out, and it's called "I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not." Right now, the only place to watch it is on CNN. They debuted it on the 1st.
That's where it's watching?
Yeah.
Streaming?
Well, it's a CNN produced documentary.
Yeah, I know, but I just saw the clips. I didn't realize it was a CNN.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now they have their streaming service, which until the end of the month is the place to watch it, and then it'll go to HBO.
Okay.
But right now it's getting really killer reviews. Everyone likes it. Actually, dude, I watched it. I really, really liked it. But I grew up with classic SNL. I grew up with Chevy Chase movies.
I love Chevy Chase movies. I really do. But
you love Fletch.
What was it? Look, Fletch is epic.
It did bum me out to learn what a terrible time everyone had on Invisible Man.
And I love Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Dude, it's such a good movie, and it turns out behind the scenes on that movie, everyone hated.
But it's one of those things that like I try really hard to separate the art from the artist because like he's made so many movies that I absolutely love. But but I mean that comes back to the things that I talk about a lot about celebrity. It's like I don't think I need to know or want to know. Like I mean he's probably an asshole, right? I mean, lots of people are assholes. Is he raping babies? Is he diddying? Is he baby oiling?
No, it turns out he's a fantastic parent.
But he's just a jerk. And it's like, okay, well, am I going to go, I'm going to boycott all Chevy Chase things that I ever liked because he's just, he was mean to a barista at Starbucks. And I'm like, well, okay, he's a dick and he shouldn't. He needs to be better. But my God, is Fletch Lives one of the greatest movies.
Yeah, well, Vince pointed out that the whole Community cast didn't really want to participate in the documentary. Jay Chandrasekhar did, and because he directed a whole bunch of it. But think of one person on the Community cast that other people also don't think is kind of a total butthole. But anyhow, the point is, it's coming out soon on HBO. It's still building steam or whatever because more and more people are seeing it. It's really good, and I think they're going to put it at some of those film festivals we were talking about, pre-show stuff like other things. It's being released places as like an actual release movie, but you can watch it at home right now on CNN, later on HBO.
Is CNN a streaming platform? Is
they
it
have
free?
something.
Is it CNN Plus? Do you have to
I
subscribe? I don't know. How did you watch it?
CNN.
I mean, do you subscribe to CNN Plus?
No.
Is it just on the website?
My parents have cable. They pressed record, and we watched it from CNN.
Okay, gotcha. Cable.
Yeah, that's a thing still. Could you believe
Weird.
it? And turns out it's maybe more affordable than having all those dumbass streaming services now. And now cable will be like, oh, you can have a little bit of Peacock and a little bit of Paramount with your cable subscription.
Just a taste.
There's still commercials.
Just a little smidgen of Peacock.
But going back to the sequel thing that we deviated so far from, Rush Hour is getting another sequel. Okay, see, that was dude. Okay,
what?
Yeah, so that's a thing, but it's in jeopardy right now. It may not happen because
really?
The salaries for Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker are more than
unbalanced.
Are more than what the current budget for the movie can handle.
What the fuck is Chris? What is he? What does he command these days?
Just what you did, that high pitch thing. Yeah. Yeah, he's Ruby Rod. So
like, I mean, he is no longer a household name. He's no longer an obscure name. He's
he had a stand-up special not that long ago talking about all those things.
Yeah, but I watched it and it's no.
Yeah, well, anyhow, their combined salaries are right now outweighing the movie. So
the budget of the movie. Oh my gosh,
Vince has never seen a Rush Hour. Okay, dog, you got to. They're good. The first one is a very solid movie. It is a very good movie. The second one is a lot of fun. The third one, is good enough, but it has. I
didn't like Rush Hour 3,
but it has Sanada Hiroyuki in it.
It does, and I do like that.
And having him and Jackie Chan on the screen and they're fighting each other, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
But Chris
There's
Tucker,
good comedy in the third one because the third one is in France and Jackie Chan's really funny.
And Jackie Chan is the best. I mean, say what you will about his support of certain regimes, and
you try living in China and not getting murdered by the government.
Exactly. But I will say that Jackie Chan is awesome. He gets a free pass from me. He's an amazing filmmaker. He's done so many things. And okay, if you've never seen Rush Hour, have you seen Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights? Because they're basically the same movie, just in a different time period. And they're equally as hilarious.
Oh, what? Shanghai Noon is so good.
I don't know karate, but I know crazy. I mean, you got Owen Wilson being like, wow. Look at those. Is that karate?
Wow, we're in the Old West. Wow. Yeah.
Look at those moves.
Yeah, dude. Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights is really good.
And I don't even me. I'm not a big comedies movie guy, but Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights are great. And Rush Hour 2 are also pretty great.
What's that movie with Toshiro Mifune, and he's in the Old West, and like the train gets robbed, and he has to go find the sword, but he takes that Old West dude with him. It's like and it's it's Charles Bronson. It's Charles Bronson.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
That's Shanghai Noon is that movie, but with martial arts, with kung fu instead of.
Is it Sicilian
samurai.
Connection?
No,
that's not it.
It's like a Old West movie.
It's an old, yeah.
Anyhow, dude, you got to watch these Jackie Chan movies. What are you doing, man? You got to watch some Meals on Wheels. You got to watch Drunken Master. You got to watch.
Oh, there's a bunch.
Cat and Eagle Shadow. That one is very good. Man, you got to watch Police Story.
Police Story is good.
Have you watched any Jackie Chan movies?
Jackie Chan movies are very good.
Shanghai Noon and Nights and Rush Hour 1, 2, and maybe toss in a little bit of Rush Hour 3. You got to.
Nah.
Dude, it's
Not
fun.
part 3.
Dude, they're action, they're comedy, they're a lot of fun. You can't go wrong with Jackie Chan.
Okay, well, yeah.
Well, so anyhow, yeah, Jackie Chan's salary is going to weigh it down. And then I guess the last thing I got here is and more action movie news. Speaking of comedians doing cool action stuff or comedic actors, Alan Ritchson's new Netflix movie. It's a sci-fi action. It's going to be on Netflix.
Alan Ritchson in sci-fi?
Yeah.
Ooh, sign me up.
It's going to be out in March, early March.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it
War
called?
Machine.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Alan Ritchson. That was the... Yeah. Dude, yeah, Gene Simmons comes in. I hope they have that.
Better watch out.
Yeah, that was the movie
a war machine.
that I watched since nothing was in theaters. I watched an Alan Ritchson action comedy on Amazon. So.
Well, let's talk about the new movies that are coming out in theaters this week, because we need to do that. Because we've been just trailing through the news really hard.
Man, look at the time.
I know, look at the time. But we need to tell you what's coming out in theaters this week, because there are some movies that I kind of want to see, and I don't know if they're all going to get a wide release, but there are some movies that I definitely want to check out. These are all coming out January 16th, 2026. The one that's getting the big wide release that everybody's gonna. I don't think everybody's gonna be excited about it. I don't think it's gonna be really a huge one at the box office. But 28 years later, The Bone Temple. I may go see it just because it means I get to see more Ray Fiennes, and I'm totally okay with that. And he was the best part of the last movie.
Didn't they say they weren't going to have the dude's dingus out in this one? Because they're
Hopefully so. Just too much dingus.
yeah, everyone was like, "Yo, that dude's."
Zomboner was just a little big, little in the frame, a lot in the frame. But 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Maybe
coming
there's
out.
gonna be a whole bunch of dingus. Then.
This is just all bones all the time. But that's coming out in theaters this week. But the other one that looks really, really cool, because I have not seen Gus Van Sant direct a movie in a really long time. Gus Van Sant, if you do not know who he is a filmmaker, screenwriter, musician. Like, he has done...
Does it all.
I mean, really famous movies. Drugstore Cowboy. I mean, wow. My Own Private Idaho. Wow. You know, he's done some really, really, really cool movies. Paranoid Park was pretty good. He did a lot of music videos in the 90s and 2000s, but he also did the remake of Psycho, which I actually thought was pretty good. Good Will Hunting.
Is that the one with Vince Vaughn?
Yes, I actually liked that one. I know Vince over in the comments just went Psycho remake, LOL. I liked that remake. I thought that was a pretty good, of all, if you go back and rewatch how many like shitty horror remakes get made these days, that one wasn't the worst. Absolutely was not the worst. I thought it was pretty all right. But anyway,
That's true. It's not the worst.
it's pretty all right. But Gus Van Sant, I'm surprised to see him making another movie, but it's called Dead Man's Wire, and it is takes place in the 70s. It's about the Meridian Mortgage Company. There was like a hostage situation. I think it's like maybe based on true story or something like that. It's they want to call it like a biography, true crime, whatever, docudrama, but I don't, you never know how much of these things they stretch the truth. But it's based on real events. But it has Bill Skarsgård as well, and I am cool with that. It has Al Pacino, it has Carrie Ells, it has Coleman Domingo, who is starting to pop up in a lot of stuff. He was in the Running Man remake, and I really enjoyed him in that role. But the cast looks pretty solid. I don't know, man. Gus Van Sant, I'll give it a shot. I think that, I don't know.
What's Pacino doing there?
He's probably going, oh,
That's what I was thinking. Because wasn't he like,
wow,
he's
oh,
like,
wow.
yeah, he's like, I'm too old.
What am I doing here?
Is he just going to be sitting there the whole time? He's like, so what do you want? You want some money? Hoo-ah. And he's like,
what is a bank?
Yeah, he's like, it's over there. And then like, that's all he does. He just sits in one spot.
Robbed again.
Yeah, I like Al Pacino, but I know that recently he was just like
old.
Didn't he say he was just like,
I don't even know where I'm at
getting
anymore.
over it? Yeah.
Oh man. So Dead Man's Wire coming out in theaters this week. Also, kind of an interesting, we were talking about Justin Long earlier in the pre-show on Twitch, but Night Patrol. This is from Shudder Studios. So it says it's getting, a theatrical release this weekend, but it's from director Ryan Prowse. It does have Justin Long and CM Punk is in this one.
I hope that CM Punk is like a perp that they blow away.
Yes. And Jermaine Fowler, a couple people in here, but this is like a weird, it's like a cop story where this LA cop discovers that this task force in East LA is hiding a secret, that they're all vampires. And, they're in this part of this neighborhood that no one cares about. So, when they're feeding on all these quote unquote, rapscallions of this neighborhood that no one cares about.
Quote unquote. That's what someone besides you called them. These scallywags and rapscallions.
These ne'er-do-wells.
I was going there next. That's exactly the next thing I was going to say.
But it turns out these shithead cops are actually shithead vampires. And I love a good vampire story. And I love Justin Long.
Man. These aren't just shithead cops. They're shithead vampires.
All these shitheads.
Scallywags.
Fucking scallywag vampires, man.
Yeah.
One thing I always hated about living in Los Angeles, all the shithead scallywag vampires.
After he drives to the living room, takes him out, comes in a lowrider because it's LA and just, and then
and just like,
I think we're taking it too far right
no,
now.
it's gonna be awesome.
Then he goes to the fridge and he gets the milk and he's like, "This is the one thing I couldn't stand. These scallywags,
vampires,
or as you call them,
ne'er-do-wells."
Grandpa." Yeah.
Oh man, why do we not get to direct movies?
Because all we did was redirect a stupid version of Lost Boys in L.A.
Well, yeah, and it would be awesome. Did you see that they're doing, Peacock is doing a Burbs TV series?
Oh, gross. I hate that.
Yeah.
How do you love The Burbs?
It's one of my favorite movies ever.
I know.
It's a Joe Dante classic. It is one of, people that say that The Burbs was not isn't a good movie don't understand cinema, because that movie is so expertly crafted, because it has everything. It has everything.
It has my favorite Martian as a murderer.
But if they're gonna go, hey, you know what we should do? We should remake The Burbs. And I saw the trailer to it. It looks bad. It looks like what was that show that everybody where the housewives killed each other? Was it Desperate Housewives? Is that what it was? It was like
maybe
they all lived in a neighborhood, but there was like murder and stuff. Well, it looked like that, but with the one neighbor, and there's like, oh, is there a murder? And don't trust them, But The Burbs is great. Don't fuck it up. They're gonna do a TV series. Desperate Housewives. It looks shit. Don't tamper with something that's perfect. You're just gonna recast and do better than Tom Hanks when he was at the king of his like comedy chops? Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, Night Patrol coming out this weekend. And then also this one looks really interesting. I don't think it's going to get, it'll probably only be a limited release because it is kind of, I guess this would be classified as anime. It's called All You Need Is Kill. And it's from a writer-director duo, and they have, between the two of them, they have been involved in some really, really cool projects. One of them, I don't want to butcher their names, it's like,
Kenichiro Akimoto?
Akimoto, yeah, and then Yukinori Nakamura. There we go, nailed it. But Nakamura worked on Boy and the Heron, and the Akimoto worked on Berserk, Golden Age arcs, and some other like pretty cool projects. But they're doing this project together called All You Need Is Kill, and there's like a time loop during this alien invasion, and this young woman has to navigate kind of repeating death until she crosses paths with another person that's in the same cycle, and they have to break free from the loop. Looks pretty cool.
The visuals on it look very French.
Oh, yes, they look, and I think it reminded me of that show that was on. Was it Showtime or it was, and it looked very much in the art style of Mobius. What was it? Janot. You know, I'm talking Mobius. That's everybody knows.
Like Aeon Flux type.
Well, he was a French graphic novelist and cartoonist. All right,
yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
I think there's Jean Janot. Was another like a French animator, but Mobius. Everybody knows Mobius. But this style, like the Valerian, and if you guys and Valerian of 1,000 Worlds or whatever that French comic was. It looks like the style, and it kind of looks cool, and I'm down with it. So
it does sound exactly like that episode where the Enterprise keeps blowing up,
or that movie with Tom Cruise,
Live, Die, Repeat,
or Better Tomorrow, or
no,
Better Tomorrow is like a cool Chinese pistol opera, isn't it?
What was it? Yeah, what was it called? We called it something different here. That was based on a comic.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Probably a French comic.
Well, anyway, that's coming out probably in limited release. Hopefully, we'll get it here. We tend to get some of that stuff. Vince asks over on Twitch. He says, "Is Glenn Powell in the news? What's he up to?" Don't care. Don't like Glenn Powell. Think he's very boring. He's very vanilla. He is the Wonder Bread.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. I knew it was something about tomorrow. Yeah. So, excuse me. But Edge of Tomorrow, so Mark Landry on YouTube just commented and said, "Isn't Edge of Tomorrow based on All You Need Is Kill?" So yeah, it sounds like there's some original content there. So anyway, that's coming out. I'm looking forward to it. Looks very, very cool. And that's what's coming out in your theaters this week. So you can actually have some pretty interesting stuff that's in the theaters that's a little bit different than the crap that we've had for the past 2 weeks. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, it is that time of the show. We only got a few minutes left, but it's box office roundup time.
Yeah. While you're pulling that up, I'll just tell you real quick. I did watch Playdate as a thing to watch to be able to talk to you guys. Yeah. It's on Amazon Prime. It stars Alan Ritchson and Kevin James. There's a couple of other funny people there. Alan Tudyk's in it.
He's the best.
What's the name of the guy that does Bill Toadtree's voice? Thomas Stapler.
I forget.
I have his name in my head. And I can't remember it right now.
That guy.
He's in it. There's lots of good comedic actors. It's a lot of fun. It's action. It's comedy. Stephen Root. There it is. I knew it was a name like Root, and I just couldn't do it. It's what Alan Ritchson should always do, which is like action and comedy fusion. It's really good. It's ridiculous. It's out of control. It's a lot of fun. Worth sitting through. 100%. It's only like 90 minutes long, 94 minutes long.
94.
Yeah. Great runtime, fun movie. They nailed it.
Okay. Well, as you know, box office roundup, January 9th through 11th. Jake's going to give you the top 10 movies in America. We'll throw some domestic totals or some worldwide totals for the big boys. But yeah, we're going to go with number 10, work our way to number 1.
I did want to mention just real quick, number 11. I didn't realize that Is This Thing On has been out for a month or that it was being brought to us by Disney.
Well, it just came out here this week. We just got it. It was in very limited release.
It gained 1,442 theaters, putting it in 1,475 35 theaters, so it was in 33.
I almost went and saw it this week, but I didn't want to get that depressed.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Because my brother was like, I don't know, it kind of seems cool. I'm like, I don't need that.
I don't
like,
need BoJack Horseman in person making me even more sad.
I don't need like a migraine and Lego Batman like bringing me down. But it's climbing up. It was at number 16. Now it's at number 11. It's an 850% increase. So $3.4 million so far. That might be something interesting to you if you like drama and being sad.
Yeah.
So at number 10, still hanging in there, David, almost $3 million. So it's fourth week out from Angel Studios, bringing it up to $75 million, which is crazy to me. That Angel Studios was like, what y'all know about animated Bible stories, and then just crushed it on the Christmas break. And then at number 9, dropping a spot, Song Sung Blue, $3.1 million brought in by it, and its third week out, bringing in $31.25 million so far. The son of the man that's about hates it. At number 8, the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, $3.8 million brought in by it, and its 1 month mark, bringing it up to $63.7 million. Another $68 million elsewhere in the world, so just over $132 million so far. At number 7, Anaconda, third week out, brought it in another $5 million, bring it up to just over $54 million domestic so far, another 56-ish.
Yeah.
So just under $110 million.
I talked about
so
that
far.
movie. We talked about that movie.
We
We both
went and
saw
watched
it,
it, yep.
and we both kind of thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. They did that whole like meta sequel, whatever the hell approach, pretty well. And then at number 6, Marty Supreme, out there
Still hanging in there.
Yeah, fourth week out, brought in $7.6 million.
Yeah, it's doing very well.
$70 million to watch old Chalamet go slap around the ping pong. And then opening at number 5, the movie I chose to not sit through and not make you sit through. Greenland 2 Migration, $8.4 million so far. I will probably watch that movie at home.
Yeah.
The first movie wasn't all that exciting. It was not bad, but sitting in a theater for the one where they're like, let's go walk across the wasteland. I don't know. I like Gerard Butler, but I don't know. And then at number 4, losing the number 2 spot out of the top 3. Wow. Zootopia 2 brought another $10 million.
Oh, that's it.
Throw
it in the pile.
7 weeks. It's brought in almost $380 million in the U.S. But of course, we know $1.28 billion elsewhere in the globe. So it is over 1 2/3 billion bucks.
It's ridiculous, man.
Crazy. Move over, Avatar franchise. And then holding the number 3 spot, Sweeney Titties, The Housemaid.
What?
$10.9 million in its fourth week, just under $94 million.
A surprisingly large take internationally. I didn't think this movie would have an international appeal, but titties are universal, dude.
$49 million elsewhere. So it's up over $140 million total. Better than what I anticipated that movie to do. And then opening at number 2, Chimpanzee Bites.
Primate.
Yeah, Primate. Bad Ape. $11.1 million for the Bad Ape. And then holding on to that top spot, but it lost 50%. That's crazy. 21
because people have seen it.
Yeah, $21.5 million brought in for Avatar 3, $342.8 million in the U.S., $888 million elsewhere. So it's at a $1.25 billion so far for a movie that every single person that watched it was like, it's just the second movie, but more.
But everybody's like, well, I'm gonna go see for myself though.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, did you see how pretty it was though?
Yeah.
So I keep having people tell me to watch Avatar. I have not watched any of them. I found Fern Gully on VHS the other day.
And it's great.
I'm going to watch Fern Gully.
Slime beneath me. Yeah. Slime up above.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Robin Williams rap, and I'm going to watch
Loke,
the Smog Monster,
Lizard.
throat the exhaust pipe on a tractor. Dude, he like opens wide and goes down on that thing. And he comes back and he's like, my intoxic girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
whoa,
that.
sir. But then
just like
the Tonelark lizard, he's like funky cold Matriza. And
yeah, dude, you got the fat biker Beetle Boys.
dude, Fern Gully's so good.
Fern Gully's sick. Yeah. So fat biker Beetle Boys.
What song did Tone Loc sing in like the lizard one? He's like, I think it was something dirty too. He's like, I'm gonna eat you because I'm a lizard.
You're right. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. He's like,
bounce, 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 bounce. I'm a lizard.
Yeah, he does talk about eating them.
He does. I mean,
yeah,
it's very sexual undertones in Fern Gully.
Dude, I
and
mean,
like that fairy's just got her ass hanging out the whole time.
Which one?
Well, all of them. They're
Yeah.
just like bent over on beetles, just flying around.
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like, check it out.
Well, yeah. I mean, when Tim Curry's Smog Monster just goes down
On that tractor.
on the big old hog sticking off the top of the tractor, and he's like, "Give me the smog from the hog," and just like throws that dude, and kids are like, "Rainforest, yeah."
I feel funny.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how many kids had a sexual awakening by watching Fern Gully.
Yeah, watching thick fairies get stuck, and baddie rap, lizard licking. Dude, did we unlock that Fern Gully's actually trauma?
It's just trauma porn. Oh man. Well, all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for exploring the fact that Fern Gully was just heavy metal without the overtones to let parents know before you watched it.
Just for kids only. Well, all right, guys. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe wherever it is you want to like and subscribe. We do this live every Monday night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. You can find us everything on our link tree at driveinspeakerbox.com. You can join our Discord over there. You can get in those chats. You can do all that fun stuff. I'm thinking about upgrading it to Nitro so we can have even more stuff, or at least Vince can play around with some more features that I probably won't get to. But yeah, we will be back next week, maybe seeing some other cool movies. And so with that, I guess we'll see you next week. Later.
As you leave the theater, folks, please be careful. Don't let this happen to your car. Be sure to remove the speaker before you leave. If you should accidentally pull a speaker loose, please turn it in at our snack bar or box office. Thank you.